Hi, this is Sharon, and I'm here at China Camp, close to the place where my book begins. This book is called Colored Edges. It's a novel with a heroine named Iris Miller. And, well, there are aspects of my life in here, but there are aspects that are totally from my imagination, as novelists tend to do. I'm going to read the back of the book to you before I delve into the very first chapter. From the back of Colored Edges is a description. I'm reading it from a description of what's inside. For midlife artist Iris Miller, the quest for inner and outer peace begins at the edge of a Northern California bay on the brink of the 21st century. After overcoming an obsessive need to filter reality through amorous liaisons with famous men, Iris sets out on a shaky trek to her very center. Landing in a meadow tucked between peaks of indigenous wisdom and the valleys of madness, she finds the tools to build an authentic life and starts to give back to a world that needs her. Ancient wounds, color healing, and serial heart connections dance between the lines of this journey across a global continuum of emotional and cultural landscapes. And that's the back. The back looks like that. Okay. Starting the section called Red Threads, the very first section. The very first section of this book, which is built mirroring the color spectrum, ends in purple. Chapter 1, Coral. In the middle of the 20th century's final decade, on a solo picnic in Marin County, Northern California, a world of its own pasted just above San Francisco's peninsular thumb, Arona Iris Miller sat heavily on a concrete slab. She bit into her turkey goat cheese wrap and gazed past masses of tiny green acorns festooning a pin oak tree, out onto liquid teal fields of rivulets, precisely rolling in to splash against a tiny hidden beach. That was when she came to the conclusion that this Marin place did speak to her soul after all, and it might be worthwhile to stay and hold on to her life here, pitted with potholes as it most certainly was. Iris knew that the county brimmed with educated, beautiful, and unmarried women like her. She also saw that their male counterparts, amassed 50 miles to the south in Silicon Valley's high-tech haven, couldn't be bothered to commute north for a date. A reluctant celibacy often proved the price for women like her to bask in this glorious nexus of coastal nature just north of the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, the way things were going, it looked like she would probably remain single, no matter where she went. That pesky extra 20 pounds kept her just out of the running. Lose the pounds and men's head turned, their eyes following her curves and curls. Gain them back, and all the looking abruptly stopped, leaving her stuck fast in matronly invisibility. Only 20 pounds. It was just so damn Pavlovian. Recognizing that fact did little to cheer her up. She supposed she'd turn out far too feisty and overly direct in her midlife to snare some handsome and happening male. Most guys these days were media blind, who all but the currency-groomed willowy blondes with whom they would eventually conjugate to spawn spoiled throngs of stick-thin children. This was America in the 90s, and it was reality. So why couldn't she just get used to it? Sighing, she gathered the remnants of her picnic lunch, hoisted her fraying wicker basket, and trudged uphill to the park gate and her car. Without a plan, Iris wandered around lackadaisically from day to day. But underneath the featureless flat surface, her psychodrama roiled, and at its very center pulsed the secret ambition to achieve greatness by saving the world, an ambition that would lead her over some very sharp edges. They're all colored edges, you see? See the colored edges?
Wait a minute, let me see what those are. Let's see that.
Colored edges.
So what's going on with these colored edges here?
Red, orange, yellow, green, aqua, blue, indigo,
How'd you get all these? Why?
and
Why?
violet. Well, because the book, the structure of this book, the plot basically, follows the spectrum of the rainbow or color spectrum that we see. That's what I wanted it to do. I wanted this heroine, this protagonist, Iris, to journey through life, to journey through the visible spectrum, because emotionally each color speaks of something different. In terms of color healing, color therapy, people that have studied color in different cultures. Red is more earthy, more passionate, dealing with love affairs, naked ambition, a very basic kind of thing. Then when you get into orange, there's a little more intellect, there's danger, but there's also more of the mental planes. Okay. Well, I was wondering what orange meant, because I went from red to orange, and so does our heroine as she journeys in her life. And now in the back of this book is an appendix dealing with color, the meaning of it, and its use in color healing. And I find that orange is the color of social communication and optimism. The color of adventure and social communication. Yeah, I said that. The color orange radiates warmth and happiness, combining the physical energy and stimulation of red with the cheerful quality of yellow. It relates to gut reaction or instincts, as opposed to either red, physical reaction, or yellow, mental.
Thank you.
You too. Bye. Orange offers emotional strength.
Stop. B-roll.
Bye, Jimmy.
Great. Now I can be at a lower angle.
Good.
Get you from this angle.
Adventure, gut reaction or instincts. It's neither the physical reaction of red nor the mental reaction of yellow. Orange offers emotional strength in difficult times. It helps us bounce back from disappointment and despair and assists in recovery from grief. And all this can be found in the appendix of colored edges when you wonder what the colors mean.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Onward we go, and as the book progresses, we enter the realm of yellow, and then of green, and then of aqua, and then of blue, of indigo, and finally violet. And find ourselves at the end of the book, toward the end of Iris's life, with quite a story to tell and to have told and to relive in her dreams and memories. So that's the book Colored Edges, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about this cover. This cover is a collage of pictures of me. However, they're not, the big pictures of the face are not photographs. They are color Xeroxes, because when color Xerox first became a thing and was first in an office where I was, I did something that I don't recommend anyone do with laser printers or color Xeroxes. I put my face on the glass there and turned on this machine. And at the time they did 3-pass, meaning they didn't just take a color image. They took a red one, a cyan one, and a yellow one, or magenta one, a cyan one, and a yellow one, and then they overlap them to make the colors. So here, the middle image here is the red profile of the younger Sharon, the yellow one, and the blue one overlapped. And I just like this picture because it's not a photo. It's more like, it's me. It's more direct than a photograph. So I put it on the cover of this book.